Asus ZenBook Pro 15 UX580GD review. A dual-screen powerhouse review. The Asus ZenBook Pro 15 UX580GD is a top-end 15.6-inch laptop with a premium price tag to match. At £2,199 for the highest spec model, you get a Core i9 processor, a discrete GPU and 16 GB of RAM. But that's not what makes this laptop stand out from the crowd. That accolade goes to the screen pad, a touchpad that acts as a second full-color screen. Gimmick or useful tool? Let's take a look. It's worth noting at the outset that this is a hefty piece of kit. The 15.6-inch screen sits in a chassis measuring 365 mm wide by 241 mm deep by 18.9 mm thick. This bulk, combined with 1.88 kilograms of weight, means you won't be taking this laptop on your travels unless you absolutely have to. Asus says the chassis is deep dive blue in color. It looks black until it catches the light, when the very deep blue color that's used both outside and in becomes apparent, as does the Asus branding on the lid and slanted linear etching surrounding the keyboard and on the wrist rest. Much more noticeable is the gold rim around the upper edges of the base, which might prove too much for some business users. The screen pad is the scene stealer, though. As well as catering for conventional touchpad functions, it works as a second touchscreen and viewer. The screen pad measures 5.5 inches across the diagonal, and has a resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels. When employed as a touchpad, the screen pad has colorful wallpaper rather than the more usual mono surface. But the real fun comes when it operates in its two other guises. One of these is screen pad mode. This presents a horizontal menu along the top of the pad offering a range of features, including a calculator, a calendar, an app launcher and a music player. The screen pad has its own control panel so you can set its brightness and wallpaper, and it can accommodate apps. Spotify is promised for download, and there's an app store accessible from the screen pad settings menu to add more, such as Screen Pad Office. This lets you control common Microsoft Office functions, avoiding the need to reach for the mouse or remember keyboard shortcuts. The screen pad also has an extender mode.